We are back here on Girl Talk. We are at Island Tire on the South End. We are with the new service manager, Miss Brooke. Thank you so much for joining us, and we are absolutely having a ball. You've been here for about a month now, and I'm really curious about, when I hear service manager, that's this big, broad spectrum term. What does that really mean?
A service manager is somebody that's going to greet the customer when they first come in, find out what all their needs are.
Director of First Impressions. Is that what
Absolutely,
you are?
absolutely. You definitely have to accommodate what they're coming for. They usually have a problem, or they have some kind of a service that they need, and that's where we start. And then we like to do an inspection and be very thorough and find out if there's anything that's hidden behind there that we can bring to their attention to go ahead and take care of their vehicle.
Well, it's been fun to really talk to Brooke because you've got a background in construction. So moving from construction into automobiles, has that been a nice transition for you?
Automobile is very, very, very busy, but I enjoy it. I don't like to be standing around doing nothing, so it's very fast-paced. It's a lot of learning very quickly, which I definitely enjoyed, but I love it.
Are we as customers good at maintaining our automobiles, our cars, or do we tend to come in, well, I already know the answer to this in my case, in an emergency crisis situation?
I think it's a half and half.
Oh,
it
do you?
kind of
Okay.
depends, because we get a lot of tourist people coming in here, didn't check their tires when they left. Unfortunately, they find themselves on vacation needing 4 tires.
Right, exactly.
The good thing is we are here to accommodate, and we have a large warehouse to where we can do discounted rates.
As a service manager, is part of your role to help sort of assess the situation? In other words, oftentimes I'll come in and I'll be like, a light came on and I'm not really sure what that is.
Right.
Can you basically, is that what you kind of your role is, to
Yes,
do
ma'am.
the I'm going to say assessment to find out what's really going on?
I do. I actually do it at the very beginning, and then I hand it over to the technicians because they are specialized in doing that. I just give them what the notes are that come into me of what I'm seeing, and then I let them handle it from there.
Are we good stewards of our own automobiles as far as knowing what's wrong? In other words, oftentimes do you have to walk out with the person and say, all right, kind of like car talk, I always quote that as like, you know, crunch, crunch, click, click, clack kind of thing.
Pretty much the same thing. Yes,
And
ma'am.
then you can sort of make an educated guess?
It depends on what it is, to be honest with you. I don't want to go too far because I am not an automobile technician. So I just, what I know off the top, then I definitely handle. If it's something beyond me, I go ahead and let the technicians take it from there.
What is your recommendation for many of us, or any of us who are bringing our automobiles in? Is it better to schedule an appointment? Do you recommend that we just kind of come in? How does all that work?
I think it depends on your day. If you have an open day and you can drop off the vehicle, no appointments necessary, you can just leave it with us. We'll make sure we work it in. If you're on a time schedule, then you need to make it the appointment so we can accommodate that and get you in and out a lot quicker.
I'll tell you, here's another question that I have as a woman. You know, when we first started talking to Barry, we talked a lot about women in automobiles and how it was time for us to really take charge and understand more about our automobiles. Do you feel like when a woman comes in or a client comes in, they will come and feel sort of a kinship to you? Okay, woman to woman, here's what's going on. My yellow light's on and I'm not sure what to do. Is it nice to have a woman?
I think it is. I think it's woman to woman, but at the same time, I think it's person to person. Some women feel a little bit more comfortable speaking with a man in the automotive business. Some are very open. Just depends on the personality of who the individual is.
How do you deal with different kinds of makes of cars? Because obviously all cars are not created equal.
Right.
So do you have to talk to me a little bit about your education or your knowledge base?
We actually have a database to where if it's something that I'm not aware of, that we can plug in the car, the year, make, and model, and it's going to give me all the information regarding that car to where I can have my research there. And then I get my team players involved as well so we can
Give me
figure out
an
what things-
example of what that would look like. Like I have a Honda and it comes in with a yellow light on. What would you?
I would automatically go out and take a look at the yellow light. If it's something that I knew right off the bat, then I know how to come back and write it up and let the technician service it from there. If it's something that I'm not aware of, I come back,
You go to
write
your
it up.
database.
Then I go to my database and look it up,
Fun.
but I let them handle it beyond that point. So they
Okay.
do their research on their own as well.
Do you ever actually manage anything yourself or go and do any of the servicing yourself? Well, look, she's like, well, occasionally I do, 'cause I'm actually quite good.
I have a Yukon, an 02 Yukon that I actually purchased that it needed a lot of work done to it, and I got to do the power steering pump. So I had a technician next to me doing that, but it was a lot of fun to where I had grease from my fingers to my toes pretty much, but it was a lot of fun.
I'm going to tell you, the first time Barry and I came, I got to go in the pit and do the oil.
Oh, cool.
Actually, it's a lot of fun.
I haven't been in the pit yet, but I plan on being over there.
Do you think that, I mean, are you surprised with how much you know about cars now?
I am.
Is it intimidating?
No, I love it.
Do you really?
Yeah, knowledge is power.
No, and that is very, very true. Again, we talked a little bit about coming in or making an appointment. Again, at what point do you think I should make an appointment? How do I find out how much service or when my car needs servicing?
Well, usually when you make an appointment, you're making an appointment for what you need. So if it's an oil change, for instance, automatically we're going to let you know it's 45 minutes to an hour to accommodate that.
Okay.
And if the technician finds something, we're going to give you a call, or if you're sitting here waiting, we're going to let you know what that service is. And then it's up to the client to find out if they want to do it then, or they just can't have the time to do it and we make an appointment for another day.
You guys are really excellent about that. One of the things that impresses me the most is when I brought my cars in, you also have I don't know if it's an app or the ability to text me.
Yes.
How does all that work?
It's actually a new system that we have here.
Amazing.
Yeah, and we just let the system know exactly where we stand, whether it's parts ordered or we're ready to invoice and you're ready to come pick up your car. We just trigger the system and it takes it from there and sends you a text message.
Well, I tell you what, Brooke, it's a lot of fun to actually talk with you and have a woman in the service department.
Thank
I think it's
you.
great.
Thank
You really seem to know what you're doing. I know they're really excited to have you. So we want to thank you. We want to thank you all for joining us here on Girl Talk. Please have a wonderful week. Bye-bye now.
Thank you.